BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything online sports betting. Right now, you can receive a 50% free bet of up to $250 on your first deposit to bet on anything from the Olympics to baseball to Formula One racing. BetOnline has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads while the games are being played. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker, or unwind with one of our over 150 slots games. Head to the website today to get in on the action. Use promo code BLEAV for your 50% free bet credit on your first deposit up to $250. Bet online. The game starts here.
What's up, the I Love family? It's Zoe Phillips with Tiger Talk and proud JSU historian. I'm at the historical Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium, home where all the greatest titans in the state of Mississippi have laid their blood, sweat, and tears at. Look, we're trying to get 10,000 season tickets sold for this year. We'll be the only HBCU to ever have gotten 10,000 season tickets sold. We need you to get it done. Let's do what we do. Let's stand on what we stand on right here at the Vet. We need to see you here yelling for the I Love family. Get your damn tickets.
What's up, Tiger fans? Welcome back to another episode of Tiger Talk TV. I am the Corey C. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on the new YouTube channel at Tiger Talk _TV. The new channel, make sure you lock in. That's where we'll be releasing all new episodes from the new channel. So be sure you follow the show and tell every Tiger that you know. And remember, when you support Tiger Talk TV, it all helps the cause, which is the I Love Jackson State University. And today I'm joined by a linebacker, a freshman linebacker, but he's looking to make an immediate impact. Let's bring him on. T-Spoon, Terrance Weatherspoon. Welcome to Tiger Talk TV.
What's up,
How
Corey?
you doing, brother?
I'm glad you got me here. I'm doing good. How about you?
Happy to have you, man. I'm doing well, man. We're happy to have you representing that Chi-Town, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, we want to hear all about it, bro.
Yes, sir.
First of all, start us off with
man.
a quick fun fact. Tell us something about yourself. Nothing football related. Something interesting.
Nothing football related?
Nothing football. We'll get to all the football stuff.
All right, something interesting about me, I'll say, I actually can hold my breath underwater for like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Without having to come up. That's probably one of the interesting facts.
Okay, all right, that's pretty long. You were just born that way, or that took training to get to that point?
No, it took. I actually tried to. I trained myself at the pool to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because at first I couldn't swim. I couldn't swim or nothing, so I just started going underwater, just practicing swimming and everything, and I'll just finally be able to hold my breath for a long amount of time.
So now you have 3 minutes. Okay, yeah, that caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, man. Well, welcome to Tiger Talk TV. Welcome to Jackson State. Welcome to Jackson. Just welcome all the way around.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
All right. I know you were excited to get to town. We saw the tweets. You were like updating us. I'm coming. I'm here. I'm like, you were ready, right? You've been ready.
Yeah, I was ready. I've been ready for the longest.
All right. We said you're coming from the Chi, so rep that high school. Let them know.
All right. So I'm on the south side of Chicago, Diet High School. We're a little small high school, but the football team upcoming, everything upcoming. So I love this school. Been here all 4 years. It's one of the best things on the planet to me.
Okay. So when I think about Chicago, I think about a basketball city. Prove me wrong. Prove to me that it's a football city as well.
Man, Chicago, we got some underrated players like that people don't really like pay attention to, but like our games, we make sure like they're popping. We get the crowd into it and everything. Like you come to see a football game in Chicago, you gonna love it. Like our main stadium is Gately on 105th, and like man, Friday night lights there be crazy, especially like homecoming and all type of stuff. That's what it be. Everything else, but like most people out of Chicago get recruited for like basketball because we got some of the top basketball teams in the nation. Actually, that's like real known around the city. And like we competitive with Catholic League, all type of stuff. But football, like it's a big thing. A lot of people in Chicago, they like come to the game, especially like alumni, the people that graduate from school and everything. But a lot of people don't recruit some of the players out of Chicago, so they're really like unknown and have to go to like JUCOs or NAIAs and stuff like that. But Chicago, they produce some good players. I'm telling you, they produce some good people.
Well, I know they produce at least one. We got one, a good one from the shot. So I know we
Yes,
got
sir.
one. Did you play any other sports? Did you play basketball or anything like that?
I did basketball and I ran track.
Okay. Now, coming from Chicago, there's a pipeline between Mississippi and Chicago for whatever reason. Most people in Mississippi got relatives in Chicago or vice versa. So do you have any family members in Mississippi?
Man, I don't have any. I'm going there by myself. I got my roommate. That's my friend. We graduated from school together. So that's really who I got down there for real.
Okay. Your roommate was already there, or you graduated in the same year and going together?
No, we graduated same year.
Okay. All right, that's cool. You'll have one familiar face. Well, Mississippi is an extension of Chicago, vice versa. You'll fit right in. Same kind of good people, all intertwined and related. So you'll fit right in.
That's all I need.
All right. So tell us about your high school career.
My high school career is crazy. Like my freshman year, I started off with basketball. So I was doing that for like a few months. Then my coach, he said basketball not for me, and introduced me to the head coach for the football team. Like, man, I don't want to play that. I don't want to play that at all. But I finally gave into it. I played. Went out there my freshman year. I automatically became a starter. Actually, a linebacker.
As a freshman on the high school team?
Yeah. Yep. As a freshman. And I led the team in tackles the same year.
Wow.
Led the team in tackles the same year. So
and that was your first
year
playing football.
Yep, that was my first year ever playing football. Like I usually, like middle school and stuff, I only play like recess football and like just catching the ball and stuff. But freshman year is when I really took it serious. Then like it just went on from there. Sophomore year, I become a captain, all type of stuff. Still linebacker, lead the team in tackles once again. So that was another big team. Because tackles, that's my main stuff. Where I'm always filling the line, all type of stuff. Then my junior year, that's when I really started promoting myself out there. So I started getting all type of recruits coming to see me. My film was like perfect. And like I led the team in tackles another year at that. Then my senior year was my biggest year. I did like everything in the entire book. I got first team all city. I made all conference all 4 years of playing for Diet. I was gifted the opportunity to play in the All-American Bowl in Tampa Bay. Then I made the honor mention team for the All-State team because we lost round 2. We lost in round 2, but I gave my all this year for sure. I think it's my highest tackle season, so for sure about that. But my football career all throughout high school been like amazing. And I just be feeling grateful for it because a lot of people, they try to accomplish the same things I'm doing. They probably been playing like football longer than me, but I was talented enough and I worked hard. Like I worked hard. I didn't miss a practice for the past 4 years. I only missed like at least one practice. So like football is just like one of the main things. Like I just focus on my schoolwork, and I just took it serious. And now I'm at Jackson State. I was gifted the opportunity to play here, so now I can just go there and do my thing.
That's impressive. You took to football right away. And as a freshman leading the team in tackles, you led the team in tackles all 4 years?
Yeah, all 4 years.
Wow. And did you continue playing basketball, running track, or anything after you started
playing
football?
I would do basketball and track to just keep me active. Like I just try to keep my body conditioned all year round. So that was one of the things. I didn't play that much. I didn't get in that much because my coach knew how big or important I was to football, so he didn't want me to get injured. But track, I did a lot of running, kept me active. So definitely, yeah.
So you knew pretty early on that football was going to be the one. That was going to be the sport for you.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So you talked about the All-Star game, the All-American game, the blue-gray All-American game?
Yeah.
Talk about being selected to play in that game and what it meant to you.
Man, that game, I was like, so like during my civics class, I would go on my computer on Twitter, just following people, saying my film, all type of stuff. Then I came across this All-American little page and stuff. I was like, I'm looking into it, I'm researching. I was like, oh yeah, this is valid. I send my stuff, and they get like applicants, like over 2,000 applicants every year. So I wasn't expected to be selected. So come January, it was December when I found out I got selected, and it's like a group of NFL like alumni that play on different NFL teams. It's like 11 people that select you. So I was selected from that, and I was like so happy. It cost like at least $3,000 to get me down there. So my school actually paid for me to go down there. They flew me down there and everything. Flew me back. They paid for the hotel and everything. Then getting to the game, I'm playing with some of the top athletes. We got the running back from going to Ohio State, receivers going to Georgia, all type of stuff. So I'm like, man,
wow.
I got
so it was like that. Okay.
Then it was like that for sure. Then the whole coaching staff, they had all of IMG coaches on the South team, and I had some coaches from Alabama State. It's a lot of HBCU coaches was on my team, the North side, but it was like it was something different. Like I'm not used like the heat. That heat down there, I'm not used to it, man. Like Chicago, I weather bipolar, so I'm like, man, here we go. But I did my thing. I worked. Like the first practice, I caught 2 interceptions. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in my bag now. I'm just doing my stuff. Then we finally get to the game. We all rotating in. It was like one of the most amazing experiences. I was able to go against the Ohio State running back. I hit him, right. I'm like, man, I got to get him down. It was one of the best things on the planet. Then I'm just seeing videos. Like we go to halftime, I'm seeing videos. My teammates send me videos. They inside our little black box, the theater room, and they just all cheering for me, all this type of stuff. So I'm like, man, I was just so grateful for it. Like, that's like one of the best games of my entire life. I loved it so much.
Man, that sounds like a great experience. When you say one of the best games, you mean just the feeling or the performance?
I would say the feeling for sure. That feeling just being there in a different and we played in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium at that too. So that was like one of the amazing feelings on the planet.
Yeah, I can imagine not only the venue, but that game was on ESPN and you really did a great job. So kudos.
Yes,
when you played in that game, were you already committed to Jackson State?
Yes, I was already committed. I made sure I committed the week before because Jackson State is where I wanted to go for the longest ever since I got the offer.
Okay. When was that commitment? What month was that?
I believe it was in January. Yeah, it was January 24th, the week before the game.
Okay. So you committed to Jackson State. When did Jackson State first get into the picture? Do you remember that and how it all started, the recruitment?
All right, so the recruiting, this is how it went. The coach, the old linebacker coach that he left Jackson State. So first he was recruiting me. Yeah, Hammock. He was recruiting me at Northern Illinois University.
Okay.
So he was recruiting me.
So he was already on
there. Okay. Yeah, he was already on me. I had a visit there and everything. Then I found out he moved to Jackson, and I had lost contact with him for a minute. I'm like, dang. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I finally got back in contact with him. I'm like, Coach, I really want to play for you. I'm trying to, because that's been one of the main recruits in my entire high school career. So I was trying to go anywhere he was going or trying to coach for. So he finally dropped to me. Oh dang. He had dropped the offer to me. And I was like, should I take it? I was just always second guessing myself, but I finally decided to take it. And it was at first I didn't know if he wanted me or not, because I would text him every day. He wasn't responding sometimes, dang. But that whole process of trying to get to Jackson, knowing like years before, Dion was just there. So I'm like, man, I don't even know if I'll be able to get into this school or not. But he just stayed. He stayed on my. He stayed recruiting me. I stayed sent him my workout, showing that I'm working. I got a high work ethic. I had to commit there. I just had to. That's always where I wanted to go. But he eventually did. He left. So I'm like, I'm finna stay at Jackson, just do my thing here. Just being there for that past week, I just loved it. So yeah.
Okay. So he recruited you at Northern Illinois. All right, and he left there. Now, did you commit to Northern Illinois while he was there or no?
No, I didn't commit there.
Okay, you ain't committed. All right, but you were really wanting to play for him wherever he went, right? More so than the school definitely. At that time. Okay, so
definitely.
Went to Jackson State, you got the offer, and obviously you committed there. Was it a tough decision? Because again, you wanted to follow him. So when he left, was it a tough decision to stay? Had you already committed when he left, or had you already signed when he left?
No, I had committed and everything. Then I found out he left. I'm like, dang, man, you recruited me to go leave? Like,
Again,
how you gonna do that? But I was like, man, I'm not gonna follow you. I'm not gonna follow you. I'm gonna just go to Jackson, do my thing, man.
Okay. So you hadn't signed yet, but technically you could have followed him or
Yeah,
just gone
I
elsewhere.
could have followed him.
So what was it about Jackson State that made you say, I'm staying here. I don't care where he's going. Forget that. I'm with JSU.
Man, it was just something about it because I already applied to the school and I got accepted and everything. I'm like, this was like it's one of my top 3 choices. It was always my top 3 choice. Just because when Dion and them was there, I was like, oh yeah, I need to get to Jackson one day. But so it was like it was always one of my choices, and he finally dropped it. I'm like, I just couldn't keep following him. It was, and they offered my major and everything. Like, this is
Okay.
perfect situation for me. I get to play football and go to school to like work on my career. So Jackson was like, it was actually an easy choice for me for sure.
What's that major?
I'm doing healthcare administration.
Okay. Did you visit at any point?
No, I did not visit before I committed at all.
Wow.
It was so risky.
Yeah. So your first time seeing the campus and coming to Jackson was a week ago or so when you
Yes,
got
sir.
to Jackson. All right.
Yes.
So what did you think? Now, middle of the summer, you already talked about that Tampa Heat. That Tampa Heat and that Mississippi Heat, that's two different things. If that Tampa Heat was tough for you, man,
I
it's
know.
gonna be.
Man, I could say like when I first visited, I'm like, because it was the freshman's orientation too, so like the campus was like kind of packed. I'm like, oh yeah, this gonna be decent. So I'm looking at everything, everybody leave. I'm like, it's cool. I feel like I'm a fit in here. That heat started hitting me. I step out the door and the heat started hitting me. I'm like, oh no, man. It's like then I'm asking people like, how cold do it get like toward the winter and stuff? Somebody told me 60 degrees. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all got it. Like that's like natural weather over here. So it's like
you'll be out with a t-shirt on.
I bought a pack of tank tops and I wore a tank top every single day. It was so I can't, but I actually didn't do too bad. I drank a lot of water, so
Yeah, that's the key. One of the keys.
Yeah, but the air was so dry. The air was so dry, man.
It's a different animal.
But it wasn't too bad. It's something I feel like I can deal with and work through. So I'm gonna definitely be able to work through it for sure and get used to it.
Other than the heat, what else stood out about the city, the campus, and everything, the stadium, the facilities? Just walk us through that. Your first thoughts of each thing.
I like one thing I like is like everything is close. Like everything is so close. Like I can probably get my classes and everything like fast from my dorm and stuff. Then the athletic building, the football where we gotta practice and stuff is like right there. I'm like I can just wake up, I can just walk to the field. But like another thing that caught my eye, I would say like the campus. It doesn't even have to be big. I feel like it's gonna be like I feel like when school starts, the culture there is gonna be amazing. And a lot of people, I hear a lot of people that was like when I first came, they talking about football already. I'm like, oh, Jackson, like they get like that. I'm already, I'm ready for this. Like the fans, I feel like the fans go really be into it, and that's gonna be one of the things I want to stay here for like all 4 years or anything. So
it's we joked about Chicago being a basketball city.
Yeah.
Jackson on the high school level has traditionally been a basketball city, but from a college standpoint, Jackson State is it. Jackson State is it. Jackson State is Jackson's New Orleans Saints, Atlanta Falcons, Chicago Bears, etc. Because we don't have a professional team in Jackson. It's a huge, huge part of the city. Glad you're getting acclimated. Glad you're getting acclimated. You talked about really learning about Jackson State or watching Jackson State close when Coach Prime was here. Were you familiar with Jackson State prior to Coach Prime, being from Chicago?
No, I did not. I didn't hear of it until he went there.
Okay. Who's your football team? NFL.
In NFL?
Yeah.
49ers. I'm a Niners fan.
Me too. I was expecting Chicago Bears. How did that happen?
Man, the last Super Bowl, I was guessing everything right. I was winning so much money, then they just fell off. I'm like, oh, here we go with this, man. But this is a team I just been sticking with. The Bears, they on and off. But I feel like they're gonna have a good season this year, but they just can never be my favorite team.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I just assumed Chicago Bears. I asked you that for a reason. I'm sure you know a little bit of the history of the Chicago Bears. Who's the top Chicago Bear of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah. This is almost a trick question.
Who? Walter Payton.
Of course.
Walter Payton.
So that's why I asked you, were you familiar with Jackson State before Coach Prime? Because Walter Payton is the man, and he was. You actually are in his building, the Walter Payton Center on campus.
Oh, I did.
That's what
I didn't even pay attention to that at all. I did not
Walter
pay attention to
Payton.
that.
Absolutely. So yeah, he went to Jackson State.
That's amazing.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. Chris Orr, your new linebackers coach. I know you built a bond with Coach Hammock, but Coach Orr comes in. Talk about conversations with him. What you think about him?
Man, I feel like actually feel like he's gonna be a good coach. He's gonna teach me a lot. Like I'm always texting him, asking questions and stuff. He hitting me back. He telling me like what I need to do. Like he's the one. Like I'm glad I got him I'm building a bond with this coach now too. So I'm like I wouldn't have to worry about like Hammock or what type of bond I have with Hammock and stuff. But like I feel like he's gonna be a good coach. He's gonna teach me things this upcoming week that's coming up. Like the whole week of practice and everything. I feel like he's gonna teach me a lot. And I feel like he got like a lot of knowledge like linebacker in the first place. But he definitely like that coach. He's definitely cool for sure.
Yeah.
It just I talked on the phone with him the first week I was there. He's making sure I was straight, like I
Yeah.
was like getting acclimated and everything. So I'm definitely gonna build a bigger bond with him as soon as I meet him and everything.
Have you started talking about scheme and where you'll line up? Don't give too much away, but share what you can. You know, where you planning on lining up or where you line up best.
Man, like I've like linebacker, I've played the outside and middle.
Okay, middle too.
Yes, I've played the middle too. Like I've played like so much. So I'll say like I prefer playing on the outside for sure. Like I like the strong side. Like I need like some competition right there, but I like getting through the line and everything. So definitely the outside on the strong. Yeah.
Okay. What's that height and weight?
I went to go get my physical. I'm 6'3", 215 right now.
Wow. Okay. 6'3",
Yeah.
215. So you got a nice frame there. You looking to fill it out. What's that ideal playing weight?
This my I need 225.
Okay.
I need 225. That's gonna be perfect for me. Then I'm getting faster and all type of stuff. That's perfect.
You got some work to do. 10 pounds.
Yeah,
You got some
for
work to
sure.
do. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing you work towards that though. 6'3", man. That's again, you got a nice frame, nice size. So expecting some big things from you.
Sir.
Who
Sir.
does your game resemble? Is there a linebacker out there that we may be familiar with, especially in the NFL, where you pattern your game after, or when you watch him, you say, okay, I play a little bit like that.
Like I say a little bit of man, I like blitzing a lot. So I gotta and like in my coverage, I try to resemble like Fred Warner.
Okay, let's go
And
Niners.
like
All right,
yes,
let's
I like trying to resemble
let's.
Fred. I watch a lot of Fred Warner for sure.
It's a good guy to watch. That's the best linebacker in the league. I'm biased, but
Yeah,
I think that's the best linebacker in the league. Good stuff, man. So,
man.
if you were to critique your game and be critical of yourself, where do you want to improve on? What do you need the most improved?
Say my most improvement. I really would say probably my pass coverage, but I've been working on it all summer.
Mhm.
Like I've been working on it all summer for sure. Like definitely probably pass coverage. Pass coverage.
How does the linebacker work on his pass coverage in the summer? Like kind of go through that, walk me through that.
All right, so me working on like my pass coverage and like my off season currently. So I've been working with like some of my receivers from my school I just graduated. So I'll be my DB coach or like my defensive coach be there with me. He'll help dropping back in the middle, or I'm and it keeps breaking up. But yeah, I would I would literally work with my coach constantly over and over doing multiple reps just so I could get it right. So dropping back in the middle, hook the curl flat every single time over and over. And I was like either and the goal is not to let my receiver like get too much in my zone or I'm calling out like I bring one of my safeties out there with me or my other like middle or my other outside. So but I'll work on it like literally every day. Like soon as I'm done with this, I will be doing it like after this.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. So I don't know if I should do this or not. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. All right, let's do it. Got some good news for you.
What?
Jack State may be playing in Chicago coming up real soon in the next year. Tiger Talk TV. Breaking news.
Wait, it's like a game?
A football game, a Jackson State football game in the Chi.
The HBCU showcasing.
Oh, so you already
know
know.
it.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
Because I went to go see Valley and I forget. I think it was Central. Was it Central State? They played it last year.
Okay.
So
you know about the game. You didn't know that Jackson State may be in it.
I didn't know Jackson State may be in it. Oh, that's crazy.
I had to do it. I had to do it, man. I had to.
That's amazing. What?
Yes, sir. So be ready for that at the crib.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that now. I can't wait for that.
All right, man. Last but not least, I want you to give a message to the fans. I know they were hitting you up in the DMs and retweeting and liking when you announced. So talk about how they showed you love and then show them some love back.
Man, like when I announced my commitment to Jackson, I was not expecting it was so much fans just hitting my replies, DM me everything, and I just loved it. I was like, I knew this was the right choice after I committed. I for sure in my heart I always knew it was gonna be my right choice. So, man, I appreciate the fans. When the season starts, I will be doing my all. I'm giving my all. I'm always gonna give my all. No matter where I'm at, I'm gonna give my all. Especially on the field, I'll make sure I'll leave without no doubt. So for sure, you go get my everything. Go get my everything for sure. And I just hope the fans. I know the fans gonna stick with me all 4 years or however how long I'm here. I know they're gonna stick with me. I'm gonna stick with them too. Rather that with this football stuff at Jackson, man.
No doubt, it's family. It's family. You've already realized this. All right, so there you have it. Linebacker Teaspoon. What's that nickname? I call you Teaspoon.
Law. You call me Law. I like Teaspoon too. My mama called me Teaspoon. My mama called me Teaspoon. Yeah.
Okay. I see that, Law. What's the meaning behind that? What's that?
So, man, oh my God. So the same freshman year when I met the head coach, I told him my name was Terrance. So he thought I said Lawrence the whole time. So the defensive coach, he just started calling me Law and Law. I'm like, I just kept going on with it. And I was like, you know my name Terrance, right? He was like, what? I thought your name was Lawrence. I was like, yeah, man, my name Terrance. But they just been calling me Law. And all of my friends and family, they've been calling me Law now, so I just stick with it.
So you stuck with it and you made it a part of your social media handle and everything. So that's it, Law.
Yep.
All right. And then what about Twitter?
Oh, my Twitter is underrated Law. Because I've been underrated for so long. I'm telling you, man. I've been I didn't get noticed that much, and I've been doing a lot in Illinois. I've been top 10 in tackles for a minute. Mm-hmm. So, but I finally started getting love after my junior and senior year. So I just keep it as underrated because that's how I started. That's literally how I started.
All right. There you have it. D Law, underrated Law, Teaspoon, whatever you want to call him. He'll be making some tackles in the vet soon and in the Chi soon as well in his hometown. All right, man. All right. We wish you the best. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you, Corey.
Tiger Talk TV is presented by BetOnline.